Okay, folks, welcome to an afternoon update. I rarely do these, but today I had a little bit of time, so I figured let's make it happen. It's a volatile day. I'm going to send this out to everyone. We're going to kick things off where I left off this morning, and that is with Bitcoin. And we'll go into the charts of the major averages. We'll also talk about the US dollar and gold. I'm getting a lot of emails with regard to the gold miners as well. We'll talk about them. We're going to go over a lot of charts right now. So let's get to it. And we're going to use TrendSpider. TrendSpider is our sponsor. What you're looking at here is their product. One click, and they tell you exactly where your support and resistance levels are with the click of a button. If you believe in multi-time frame analysis, as you can see right here, MTFA, multi-time frame analysis, I do. It's the backbone of what I do. And that means that you're using not just a daily chart, but a weekly chart, a monthly chart to help you identify where you have macro support. Not just micro support, but macro support on a historic basis. It minimizes your risk and it maximizes your reward by identifying exactly where your historical support levels are. And it also helps to maximize your risk reward when you know where your resistance levels are if you're looking to short a stock. So it just makes sense. So please use the discount code CT25Z. That is our 25% discount code off of TrendSpider. If you're a member to the Contrarian Trader after March the 15th, or you join up today, you get TrendSpider for free. It's included in your membership package. So sign up now for that 14-day free trial offer. And great guys over at TrendSpider, Jake and Dan, excellent guys. I've met them. We have a relationship. I'm not just pitching their product. I know these guys, great guys. We met at the CMT Symposium in Manhattan a few weeks ago, but I've been talking with them online for several months. So great guys, great product. It's an arrow in your quiver, okay? The more arrows that you have in your quiver, the better you're gonna do against the big guys. And they're using automated technical analysis just like this, but this has been made affordable to you. TrendSpider is leveling the playing field. So let's get to the charts. Bitcoin, 4-hour basis. We were talking about this earlier this morning. I said, you know what? We're probably going to get a pullback here and a retest. We were using TrendSpider and we identified a support level. What happened? We bounced off of that support level. Now we are making new daily highs on Bitcoin. And I'm telling you right now, I'm raising my price target on Bitcoin to 65 to 6,600. That's the range. Members will be doing a deep dive on Bitcoin tomorrow on the week ahead commentary. So stay tuned. That goes out to members. So Bitcoin looking outstanding right now. Really strong, really, really good stuff. Let's bring up, and as a matter of fact, this is what I had to say. I meant to add this morning, but I messed up when I was editing the video. This is what I had to say about Bitcoin. I believe it was last Sunday night when the news came out about the tariffs. Here's what I had to say. Let's leave off with Bitcoin because I read an article overnight. I didn't do much sleeping last night. I read an article overnight that the Chinese banks were clamping down on dollar withdrawals. So this morning, Bitcoin is a bit weak, but we are beginning to see some signs of strength in this 5 a.m. 4-hour bar. Initially on the news, they attempted to rally Bitcoin. That rally failed. If we manage to capture 5,700, I think that we're heading up to a 6,000 handle on Bitcoin. And that is it for this morning, folks. Again, please, it doesn't matter where we trade intraday. What matters is where we close. Members, I will be in contact with you. We will formulate a strategy. No impulse trading, please. Everybody have a profitable trading day and be well. Okay, so as you can see, it's not just the chart that matters. It's knowledge of the macroeconomics that could cause a stock, in this case a cryptocurrency, to move higher. The case in point back when I recorded that last video was that we had the Chinese banks which were clamping down on their customers being able to withdraw in dollars. So where else are they going to put their yuan? Into cryptocurrencies. It makes sense. So Bitcoin has the wind at its back. I think it's moving higher. I was watching, I was a headline on Zero Hedge. I haven't read it yet, and I have to say that I haven't read it yet, but somebody just put a $20,000 price target on Bitcoin. And I don't know what the time frame on that, but I just saw the headline. I'll look at it more later on today. Let's go to the intraday setups here that are going on. All right, I want to talk about the US dollar. I'm getting emails and messages in the forum with regard to the gold miners, and I want to talk to you about my strategy here. And I talked about the dollar all week last week, and I've been predicting that it would break down. Even this morning, I mentioned that on a daily basis, the indicators were weakening and that price was threatening to break down below support. And it has broken down below support. So we have the dollar, which is under pressure. Now, the problem is that, this is the wrong chart. The problem is that, we'll use the UUP. Okay, I was wondering why that chart looked a little bit different. Okay, so here's the UUP, the dollar bull ETF. You could see that we've broken down below support. So what's frustrating a lot of my members right now is that we are long of the gold miners. I plan on buying more, a lot more. The frustration that some of my members are feeling right now, and probably some of you that are watching this, is that we have gold, which is rallying. We have the dollar, which is weakening, yet the gold miners can't catch a bid. The question is why? It's simple. The reason is that, one, most people aren't paying attention to the weakness in the US dollar, and that what that weakness has inversely on the shares of gold mining stocks. And usually it's an inverse relationship. The dollar drops and the gold stocks rally. You're not seeing that right now. The reason is that we have a risk-off environment. People are getting margin calls. And what they're doing is they're selling whatever they could sell. And what would a smart investor do if they had a margin call and they were looking to liquidate positions because they have no cash? What they'll do, a smart investor would liquidate their weakest performing shares. Now, that's what you have in the gold miners right now. They've been underperforming the S&P 500. So please bear with us on the gold miners. And for that matter, let's take a look at the emerging markets. We were stopped out. Thank God we did. We were stopped out of the EDC, which is a leveraged ETF, putting you long of emerging markets. We were stopped out up here, and thank God that we were. This is when losses are good. We have fallen apart here. The weaker dollar would generally help emerging markets, but we're not seeing that yet. It's going to happen as sure as God made green little apples. If the dollar continues to correct and yields continue to pull back, you're going to see the miners catch a bid. You're going to see emerging markets catch a bid. Mark my word. Let's go to, and we are seeing a bid off the lows of the emerging markets. Let's overlay. We'll take off the 4-hour support levels. Let's find out where we have historical support. Now, what I have here now is weekly support with a click of a button. Here's 4-hour support in solid line. We'll take the solid lines off. Here's weekly support way down here at around $65 per share. So while we're bouncing right now, I think what we're doing is we're bouncing off of an oversold condition relative to the lower band of the third standard deviation Bollinger Band, which I have up here. So I think that in all probability, in the short term anyway, we're going to see continued weakness on emerging markets, hopefully down to the $65 per share level. We'll reevaluate the price and volume action at that level, and we'll look to pull the trigger. So members, stay cool, stay calm, relax. Know where your support levels are, keep your gunpowder dry, and get ready to pounce. There are a lot of great opportunities setting up here, but just don't fight this market right now. Let's take a look at the gold miners. We'll bring up NUGT. All right, so not looking good here. We have weekly overlay here. Now, I drew this manual line here a few days ago, looking for a bounce, and we did bounce. In fact, let's go to a daily chart. Yeah. So what we did here on May the 7th is that we broke out and above this upper band of resistance. Now what we're doing is we're retesting the breakout point. We did it here. I don't know whether or not we're going to come all the way back down and retest. Let's bring up some daily trend lines. Now you can see here, we are fighting to hold a support level. At current, it's down below, but this is a daily chart. The day isn't over yet. And that support level is at 1447. Watch for a close below 1447. If we close below it, there's a good chance that we're going to pull all the way back and retest this breakout point. Now, I'm not doing anything right now. All I'm going to do is sit, watch, and wait. I don't have to do anything. All I'm going to do is set an alert. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set an alert. I want to know when we tap this support level here in blue. NUGT daily support. Okay, we're good to go. We'll keep this active for a few days. I like to leave notes, and I always need the spell check because I always make a spelling error. So there we go. We'll have our quirks. All right, so there's our support level. We have our alerts set. We're good to go. Let's go on and do other things. Let's take a look at the small caps. We're short of the small caps right now, and we'll probably be looking to book profits today. All right, so you can see that we're bouncing here on the small caps a wee bit. Let's drill down, see what a 2-hour chart looks like. All right, so we're reversing off the lows of the day. It appears as though we have support below. Let's see if TrendSpider picked that up. We'll go with a 4-hour overlay. All right, so right here we have support. We came just shy of it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to know where I have resistance above, right? And I have a good idea. It's probably going to be right around here because I can see these topping tails from here, from the 9th. And then you have some topping tails back here. So we'll validate it by bringing up, let's use a daily overlay. We're still on a 2-hour chart, but a daily overlay of support and resistance levels. So daily, and there you have it. All right, so we have resistance on the IWM up at the 156.10 level. So, you know, not much room between where we are right now and where that resistance is. So I would not be a buyer at yet. I would entertain it were we to rally up and through resistance. So what we'll do is we'll take out our drawing tool. Okay. And the beautiful part about TrendSpider is that you're able to set an alert on your manual lines, which is really cool. So I'm just going to set up an alert here when we break through it. All right, so I'm talking about daily breakouts, but I'm on a 2-hour chart. How do I know that? We have the overlays here that are helping guide us. Now, actually, what I want to do here is I want to set this alert as a bounce because I want to know when we break out and when we pull back and do a retest of this breakout point, because that to me is a successful retest. And psychologically, that brings optimism to the hearts of traders, and they're willing to get long on a retest, not necessarily a breakout, because it could always fail. But if you get a retest and then a continuation move higher, that validates the breakout. So we're going to create an alert now, and we're good to go on the IWM to get long. Now we'll bring up the TZA, because I think I'm going to book profits here in a minute. Yeah, we need to get out of the TZA. I'm going to cut this short, because we're flashing a reversal bar. We had broken out here, which is a great breakout on this 2-hour chart, but now we're reversing, and that's a breakout point failure, right? Or a bull trap. We're holding a support level here as well. Again, I'm using a 2-hour chart with daily overlays. This is the value of TrendSpider. So I could do one of two things here. Either A, book half profits and see whether or not we break the support level, or B, I can take it all off the table, book my profits, and move to the sideline. And members, by the time you watch this, we'll have already had the alert sent out to you. So it looks like a reversal on TZA. First out, best out. Let's book profits. Folks, if you're not currently a member, sign up for the 14-day free trial offer. If you're not ready, that's cool. Enter your email address. Get all my free video commentary, like swing trading today, best stock charts, etc. And also take advantage of the 25% discount that the Contrarian Trader gets, TC25Z to TrendSpider. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link below. If you're watching this on the website, click the link above, and it'll take you over to the checkout page. Members will be doing, members tomorrow expect the week ahead commentary. That's where we review the health of the overall markets, and then we do a deep dive into our watch stocks, and we do some analysis of our holdings. So everybody have a great Mother's Day. Guys, I know my demographics from YouTube, okay? Most of you viewers out there are men. Make sure you get flowers for your wife, okay? Don't get in trouble, all right? Everybody have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Be well.